Welcome to Club Dragon 7 Gaming. I'm your host, Club Dragon, and today we're going to do Railroads Online. It's been a while. Yeah, basically there was a few issues with one of the maps where we tried doing Pine Valley the correct way. I like to get to the coal mine and iron mine was a difficult pain to try and fix that up, so what I end up doing is using the pre-laid track setting now, and then when I did try to go live with this again yesterday, ran into a few issues, but yeah, for now let's just get this train fired up. And then hopefully I should then be able to get this rolling. We need this to forward. No, we'll come back and check on this one in a minute. Just going to quickly fly over and make sure the points up here are aligned. That's lined in, that's lined. Right. Let's fly back over to our train to see how our little train's doing. Ink. Looks like it's getting there, let's just see. Nothing yet. We'll try and get one more of them carts. One more of the Cornwood cars. Just gotta wait for this to now hit where I need it to hit. Just to start getting underway. Yep, good. Keep this thing running at a smooth pace for the time being. Possibly just up a little bit more. we are going to do a smelter run. With the Cornwood train, well, with the Cordwood train. We do still have Betsy, which is the number 2 engine. Oh, no, number 1 engine, this is number 2. Betsy will be used for pretty much doing the smaller log runs. To top everywhere up, and we're just approaching into here. So I'm just going to knock this off in a minute. And just see whereabouts. Let's just apply the brakes here now. I just want to make sure this has got a thing on it. Which it doesn't. That does, and that does. Right, so that's set. Right. Let's give our little guy a little. Got it. Real quick, go. Let's change it first. So the only downside to these Cornwood cars at the minute is these ones only take 2 pieces of Cornwood each, so effectively with the three cars we've got here, that's just going to equivalent to 6, and we need 100, so really good for journeys. And with this side of the track basically having pretty much only one line going up to the logging camp, we're going to have a few issues. Hopefully I remember to put the switch up on. I'm just going to do the check. Let this thing do its thing. Nope, I did not. That is to flip to the left. Okay. Fire's doing alright for the time being. And I've made sure the points ahead are all set. Hopefully they're set correctly. Betsy's over there in the distance. I've got a logging car down there and I've got Betsy down there with the empties. Because I can only fit 4 down for that upgrade. I've got this fully ready to go when I get to the beam point of it. Points over here should be lined so I can go straight over to where I need to go, which is going to be the smelter area. And we get to basically go on a crazy adventure. So far so good. I don't know how many this can push full. And I don't know if it's going to manage with 3, so this is basically like a little test run. And that point's fine. Yeah, that point's lined, isn't it? Well lined. Yeah, because that takes us over to... So that one takes us over to the iron mine. This one's going to just take us to the smelter. But yeah, it's been a while since I've done the roads because we had to eventually stop it at some point because I had to try and get it so I could sort everything out for us all to have an efficient run, because we're getting more engines than we're getting track work done. Whereas now, ideally, we should just basically be fine to get everything else that we need to get done now, pretty much. The facilities are pretty much basically all connected. So it'll just be easier. It's just a matter of how we're going to manage the line now, pretty much. I'm going to pick up speed. Down there's a smelter, down there's a town. And we've still currently got a long way to go before we can get to the smelter. Don't slope. Well, if it makes this journey and then can make it back up without any issues, well, at least I can get there and back with the cars. Bearing in mind the cars will be empty on the way back up. So it should be easier heading back up than it should be going down to it. Just like that. Should be fine for water now. Just double check. Yeah, it's still fine. Somehow. Right, shut that out. But yeah, this is a nice scenic route. I'm hoping I've still got this aligned right. That's... yeah. Why do I have a feeling this is going to be oh, yeah. It's about to hit the phone. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Oh, this is scary. Oh, shit. I'm just going to place you there. Okay, so I definitely need to start going on the brakes, going down that hill. At least now we know. Damn it. Oh, at least we made it. And that's at least all lined anyway. So that's where we're going to collect the majority of the stuff. I've just now got to hope that Montezuma can get on these corners. Because Montezuma, when I eventually get it, is going to have to do this run as well. There's no way Montezuma gets around that and doesn't derail. I got to do Coltrane runs down here as well. Well, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Let's see what Mountain Death Trap has in store for us. Options. Okay, so fuel consumption's on, so I don't know why the water's not doing its thing. Ah, there we go. You can go up. I need to back up a little smidge. Oh my god. Damn it. Wait. No, that way. Never mind, man. Like it's a different one. There's a different water tower. Because that one might just be... might just use that place as a stop for board. You at least have like a water tower that I can use somewhere. there's a water tower over there by the smelter, but I don't really think I want to use that one. I do need to get some helper engines based around the smelter for the heavier trains. So I'm probably going to get, I don't know, I might get another one of these because they're kind of useful for doing like a small version of this run. Let's just ease this back a bit. Maybe here's the better bet. Probably would be if I didn't overshoot that then. We'll come back to it. Right, let's start burning water, is it? Don't ask about the random water tower over there. I have no idea why that's there. In a pre-made map. Let's head back to the logging camp and get another load of cordwood. Eventually at some point, Scripter can basically will eventually probably jump back on with me again to do some more of this, so then that way we can get some more of the trains efficiently working. I don't think we're going to get the bigger trains just yet. I think we'll probably get, so I've got the Betsy Porter. It's going to be doing the log runs to top up the log supplies at some point. So yeah, it's basically just going to be a mixture of. We'll get the bigger engines eventually. We're just not going to probably do it yet, because I think we're going to at least need 2 of the Betsy Porters and 2 of these Porters, because basically the Betsy Porter's the cheapest one you can get, and this is basically the second cheapest engine you can get. But this one is pretty much better somehow. I think because it's probably got like an extra drag wheel, so it's a little bit better. But yeah. let's get back to where we need to be going. So Bess is basically currently down there with the 4 empty cars, and I've put one of the loaded log cars on that line. So what I'll do is I'll probably get 3 more of the log carts for that. So then that way, because it'll take about 4 of the cars to top up the logging station, unless it's got a straight through. So I'll get 2 sets of that for 2 Betses to run. Let's just see if we can actually get this to line up. That's as close as I could possibly get it to line. Wait. Why is it so much? Oh, this thing isn't. There we go. Let's get this thing hauling. I might add 1 more car to it, but if I add 1 more car to it, it's going to probably cause a few issues, but I don't know yet. Yeah, well, that's because I've not got to the end box properly yet. Refinery stop producing. I still need to find out how I'm going to get to the refinery. Oh, that lot. Oh, I know where that lot will be. Oh, God. That's going to be the freight depot setup. I'm just not going to let me, I'll let this coast in. I will need to get a Betsy shunter at some point for in here. Well, get a Porter shunter for in here as well. because we're going to need 2 trains for in here. One to load bigger train loads and one to do the smaller ones. Well, let's just see if this will load 2 or if it'll load 1. Might only load 1, I think. Oh no, it's going to load 2. Yeah, it won't load that third one. The third one's too far out. Right, so now that's fully loaded. Do I or don't I? Do I try one more? If I get another one of these, because I do need to start getting these, but I might do one more of these. Why not? Right, let's set this to forward and let's just quickly collect it. And then we can just pull it back and then push it forward. Dunk. Do that. Pull it back. Yeah, that can't load yet. Dang, it needs to go back a little bit more. Nope. Okay. How about now? There we go. Now we have a train. Cat's dancing. Right, so long as I control it when it goes down that hill, which should be fine. Just gotta keep an eye on the train now. Some of this thing's gonna start going crazy if I Okay, looks like we're clear for the time being. I don't have to start worrying just yet. As soon as I need to start worrying, that's when it will happen. So far, so good. Okay, still fun. Oh, this could go very, very badly. Again. Right, so once I'm past that fuel tower area is roughly when I need to start braking. Once I see the steeper bit. It's not that as soon as I lift that throttle I can just control it with braking. That one tolerated. Trick one of them in there, so I don't have to worry about being distracted by downhill. Where's this downhill bit? Ooh, it's coming up. I think, is it? Yes, it might be this bit there. Indeed it is. Just keep it at a steady pace. Is this a flat bit or is it not a flat bit? Oh shit. I'm trying to be careful because I don't want this train to go off the rails. Oh my god, how steep is the grade? Shit. Sounds like one of those roller coasters. Like as you're going, like not roller coasters, the log flume. Like when you're going up and you just hear it's just slowly going up, and then you're about to get dropped. Oh, it does it on some roller coasters as well, but it's like that. There's no way. This is torture because I know for a fact that it's gonna just drop. Oh shit. Like that. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. There's no way it's on that grade. There is no way in hell it's still on the grade. No way. God, it's still got a grade to go. Oh, you evil bastards. Oh, I see the dip. I see the dip to hell. Oh, come on, make it. This thing's gonna... I ain't worrying about that. Come on. Oh, it's another grade. This thing is evil. I know what's coming next. This is evil. Shit. Where is it? Where's the dip? Where's the... There it is. God. This is cruel. There's the demise part. There's the demise. Demise is ahead. Demise is ahead. It's after this town. This thing scares the shit out of me. Right, let's just push through this. Is that going to tell me steep grade? No, that is going to tell me Oh, potato farms, I think. Right, so far, so good. I've not seen the helper shed yet, and the helper shed is basically this point where everything goes wrong. So it's that bit that's fine. It's this next bit, I think. Yes, it is. It's this next bit. This next bit is going to be... Wait, is it? Or is it normally this... Wait, am I safe? There's no way I'm safe. There's no way. There's no way, right? Is it? Here comes the hell. Here comes hell. This train's about to go Mach speed. I've got to control this carefully now. Oh, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. No, you don't. Sit in. This train is... It's a mixture of it's evil. Because I'm having to focus on braking and not killing the momentum so I can actually continue going and then just put on the lightest amount of power. Right, I should now be clear to safely get around the corner. Yep. There's another dip in them. Yep. Shit. We survived. Somehow we survived. Jesus Christ, that was scary. Yeah, I can go a bit down, a bit more further down actually. Huh, I could probably put one more on actually. How much is that? Not that much. So I'm gonna make 100, so it's not really that much. Let's carefully do this. so that works out quite well actually. Oh, that's not a bad one actually. How is my missile engine? Oh. Okay, so that's not bad then if I'm only going down 100-ish on low finger. Oh shit. Should be able to crank this down to 50 now. Right, let's get this. Well, let's get this at least coasted in. Do I have anything that's cheap that I could possibly get for this? Is what I'm going to double check now in a minute. So just make sure I am. Clear. So the clear points there anyway, so that's fine. Is there a cheap slug steel pipe? Don't need that because I don't really need that. Well, I'll need that for the oil stuff, but not yet anyway because I can get a better one. We do need that, which is 200 a pot, so yeah. If I get one more of them, I can just be getting I can be doing about 100 because from what I'm roughly getting at is the load that we're currently doing now at the minute is probably worth about 80. Beams, we do need that though, because we do need to start doing we need to have a train doing the iron mine, but I just don't know how it's going to do, which is the bad thing. We do currently have these unlocked for the logs, so we can get more logs as well as more beams and railway. That's just going to be pointless for the time being. We do kind of need that. We need at least one of them for cordwood. And stuff. No, that would be funner. Because we could use the snowplow actually as well. Right, so what are we on? So we need the bigger engines for that. Bigger engine for that. Bigger engine probably for this as well. You know. Oh, got to the back of this thing. Can I? Yeah. Bigger engine for that. Bigger engine for that. Bigger engine for that. That's not suitable for Betsy and probably won't be suitable for the one I've got, so we need a bigger engine for that. That's more like what we need. That isn't. So that could go to Betsy or the thing, but we don't need the water. We could use one of them because we are going to probably need one of them for the oil stuff. We will need that for oil barrels. That's better for the coal and stuff, so we could do small stuff for that till we get the bigger stuff. We ain't getting that, we ain't doing that one. We'll use that one because it's going to probably have more to it. I do need to get more of these. I just need to get an engine that is not going to be as painful to use. So, yeah, that's roughly about thingy, isn't it? We do need to get the Montezuma. The shape, possibly as well. When we get the coal stuff done, we can do that one, but I don't think we're going to be getting that anytime soon. Right, I am going to just quickly go to the loo a minute, and I'll be back in a moment. And then we'll get the train all the way back. Okay, I'm back. Right, let's get this train rolling. Take that break. Do I need to... Ooh, I need to put 2 in. Am I going to need to actually top this up? Not yet. Right, let's get this point back at about 55. Make life easier. Right, so I am going to need one more car pretty much on this one. Just so in that way when I'm delivering it's going to be at least another so 900 dropping all that off, which means that's doing about 80 per drop off. Right, we'll go about 55. We will slow down and go through sawmill just to be a bit more safe on it, because doing about 55 out of sawmill probably could, well, there is a chance it could derail. Very low chance, but I do just want to lift off here as well a little bit. Push her to about 25. push red to 15 just to be safe. Actually, technically, we just have red on 25. It's also better to keep on 25 just so in that way, if need be, like if, say for example, someone's on the way down or someone's on the way to the sawmill, you can just double check to make sure your points are lined up correctly as well. If that wasn't lined properly, I'd have quickly got off and lined it so it'd be sending me this way. And then if, say for example, someone's going into there, and I don't want to exactly have to run into them, I would flip that switch there, so then it directs me over onto this line. And then make it safely just offload if need be. If someone's coming across here and they let me know, then it's basically slow down and stop before her. So it's basically pretty much nicely set out to make it easier. I'm not gonna be able. If no one's basically stopped anywhere, you can also just double check to make sure this is set correctly for us. Yeah. So it's, you know, make sure everything's set, you go at a steady pace for the time being. And because this is a one track, what we'd normally do is if no one's here, we'd stop here if the train was on its way down, and we make sure that point is aligned so they can just go straight through, but we'd also make sure we're clear. And you know what, while I'm here, I'm just going to quickly just get all this topped up. So yeah, so say for example they're still taking time coming down and we're a little bit low, or normally what I'll try and do is I'll try and get this to about 100, I'd probably say, before topping up, so at least then that way I'm only taking 100 out of her. Oh, well, I'm taking, you know, a fair amount out of her, and then we'd have an engine that would come, well, we'd basically have someone that'd be topping this up as well, sort of thing, so we'd at least have something to top it up with. Right, so I just need 2 more, but I'm going to get 1 more just to be safe. 1, 2, 3. 2 go there, and one goes in there. And then basically, once the train's pretty much passed, so this would already, oh, this would be flipped anyway, but because it's only us at the minute, the train would basically go through on its journey. Once it's free, we'd just be able to pretty much back out and have the switch changed back for us. We'd make sure that the person who's come from, say like if it's the log train, is basically flip the switch back so that we can get into the area that we need. So it'd be easier, and pretty much once we are aware that this line is clear, we can actually go up to speed. So we're gonna, the way it's probably gonna work is we're just gonna try and do it as effectively as possible. And it's gonna be a pain at first because we're gonna have at least probably 2 log trains. And if one of them needs to, it'll be a mixture of, if we need to have a log train designated, then we'll probably have it where one person runs, or like where they both run up at the same time. Probably have it so that both of them run up at the same time, or at least one goes before the other. Or we'll have it so that the person that's doing the log train run at least is having, you know, if they need to do the sawmill bit, they can just top it up, flip it over, because they'll need to flip it. Because they'll be doing a top up for the sawmill, they'll be doing top up for basically all the log areas en route, so now we can ease off here, let this coast in. So say for example, if I'm loading up here and there's going to be a log train coming in, I'd flip that end switch after this train's gone through, so they can just negotiate into there. With me pushing the train load out, if they pretty much on their way up, and if they're done loading before me, or say for example if I'm loading up a small little train load to go there, so there's going to be difference if I'm doing a run or if I'm loading up a set of wagons. Because we'll divvy it between what we'll do. Right, that there. I don't think that's going to load that last carriage there. Nope. Right, so I'm going to back this up a bit more and hope the next one can. Alright, that should now be able to load that. That can't load anything yet. Okay, so we'll get this loaded. That was easy. Bring that to a stop. That should now load that one. there. That should now be able to load that. So if I'm not so basically if I'm just basically loading, say, 5 cars up, after the final car's gone, cleared the point, I would flip this over, and then I'd probably have the first load parked in here, depending on how many cars we're going to take and what engine we've got at the time. Then probably like another set. I'd probably say I'd do about 10 of the small cars, or at least 5 small cars based here, and then however many there'd probably be fewer of the big cars, because the big cars probably just load themselves and to go. I just probably have like a small little thing here for small trains, and then the big trains can go probably here. But I'd have it so it'd be loaded up, points would be switched and set, and and then while that's happening, there's a siding over it, so we could probably park the trains here, have like a little area here for the trains to be, like the shunters, but I probably might not use this for them. So what I might do is I might actually have this as another loading area, so if there's a small log train that's just basically roughly about here-ish getting its log load, and we've got a big log train that is pretty much, if you have like a log train that's doing like a big load, it's going to get shunted in, that needs to be loaded, I'll just have this like a parking area for the loading if there's a smaller one there getting loaded up. And then when the small one goes out, clears the track, line this back up, so it'll be lined, so once this guy starts reversing, reverse it back out, flip it over so they can load up. There's a section, I think there's like two-way section over there. Either way, it'll be a mixture to just get it done with. We can now fall forward this for the time being, and we just want to make sure, so we'll just basically make sure that if there's a train on its way up, that they're aware that we're on our way out, we're about to depart. But if we've got 2 trains here already, we'd make sure that that train has notified us that either they're nearing this set of points up here, or they are clear of them, and if they're clear of them, that we'll be following behind. A slow, we'll be carefully following behind, so we've given them time to get moved out the way. If they're not moved out the way, or if they're not to this bit yet and we've not had line sight of them yet, we'll just notify them that we are heading out the points, and if they are going round at quite a fast speed, they're to slow down a little bit, at least reduce to 25, so we can see if we get cleared the points. So we stick to a 25 just so we're clear of here. And then we just notify them that we're clear of our points, and we notify whoever's, say like for example if there's another log train on its way up, we notify them that we're on the way down, and we go to about a steady 30, so in that way it gives them time to get into the siding bit if they're near that siding. Once they notify us that that they're in the siding, and we've got the point set, we go up to we let them know we're going up to roughly track speed so we can so we can get down there a bit quicker, so we can be clear out of their way, as well as then we notify that we're going track speed to the train behind, if they're behind us or if they're in front. So either way, it's basically allows it if like we're on a line. Sorry about that. My mum's just letting me know that she's just going out the walk, so. But yeah, we wouldn't necessarily stop. We'd basically blitz through. But yeah, no, let me just get this back up and running again. But yeah, we'd run at a 55 to pretty much get clear of here. If we're the first train, so we'll be going through quite quickly to clear the point and basically clear out the way. The train behind would possibly be doing about a 35, maybe 40, and that's just so then that way if the train in front's going down here, they can flip that switch if they need to go this direction. Also basically then once that train's gone past, they can clear the train that needs to go to a loading mill depending on what run it's doing. The train in front, if it's going down this way and there's the train going coming from the iron mine, we would roughly starts to go at slope 25 on red, so we'd push the red to 25, and that would just ensure that they get into a siding. So if they're roughly near where the siding is, they would basically stop there, or if they're distance out but we know that we're not going to make it to the point where it's, you know, if they're, say for example, if they're closest to the siding, they'd pull into the side and wait for us to pass. But if we've got that turn in front of us that we need to take, so if we make it to turn, the set of points where we can turn off and go towards the smelter safely before they get near us, we'll, you know, be safe. But if we're more close to the siding and, you know, they're across the point that we need to turn, we would basically pull into the siding and stop at the siding. Or if we're too big for the siding, which I think we would be actually, but no we wouldn't, we'd be fine, roughly-ish, just about. We basically stop in the siding and they basically go past and wait for them to go past, and then once they're clear of us, yeah, so if they were roughly about just heading up to this point here, we'd have to be in the siding, or they'd literally just have to do a quick dive into the siding, depending on how big their train is. If their train's bigger than ours, we would actually have to pull into the siding. They'd have to just basically slow down and let us get to the siding. Once we know we're pretty much clear, we could resume going to a speed where we can be on our way, and they'd be on their way as long as their track end's clear, but they'd still remain at 25 if anyone's going to the sawmill. If the sawmill's clear, they can just go for a full, well, they'd stick to pretty much a 25 reg anyway, just to make sure the points are aligned correctly. Yeah. If anyone was heading down to the smelter at the same time, let's just say we'd get to that bridge when we got there, because there's not really much of a side in here, like anywhere properly, till you get to where the stop point is. So what would happen is one of them would, at least one train would have to wait near the bottom end for the train that's coming down to the smelter. Otherwise we'd have a bad way of trying to keep everything going. Shit, that's the wrong thing to have hit. I need that, I need that, I need that. Oh my god, I can't see a fucking thing in this. Please tell me, yes, that we're winning the 5-0, that's fine. Without being able to see, it makes an issue. Because what this now means is, there's cases like this. Not being able to see properly, you can't see the gap, and if you can't see the gap, that's never good. Shit. That's the last thing I wanted happening. Oh my god. This train is gonna probably derail. Shit. Slowing down. Yeah, we're about to have issues. Basically, the issue here is now visibility. Oh dear love of God. So yeah, this here would be a breaking point. We are probably going to need to fuel up. Right, I can just pull forward a little bit. A little bit more. There, that should be good. Nope. And now it should be good. Yep. Come here, 1 ton. Really? Had to be a... Oh my god, why is it not moving? Damn it. Give me... I hate this thing. Oh my god. Why are you doing this to me? Why? Cross a little bit more. Is that doing it? No, it's just missing it. Maybe that's it. That it? Yes. Right, so... Wait, is it... Oh, it's not snowing, is it? Oh shit, it is. I think. No? It looks like it, but I think it is actually. But yeah, what we'd end up doing is we'd end up waiting now for the next... For, like, we'd basically end up waiting for the train that'd be on its way up to clear the path. And then once that's cleared, so we'd be waiting here, or they'd be waiting here, depending who's closest. And then when that's done, once that clear, we would be clear to go. Only issue now is I can't see. I know for a fact we've got that curve coming up, but it doesn't come up till roughly about the after the junction bit, I think. Which is about here. Here's where we have to be careful now. Yeah, of course, bugs has been a pain. I'm making sure that the track is clear as well, so if we did have a train that was in, you know, if we did have two trains in this line that was in this weather, we'd make sure that the other one could be seen. So we will light that back one as well, just to be safe. Even though I'm playing it on my own, it'd be one of those where you'd make sure that if there was another train coming down, they were aware that you're on your way down, but you're taking your time to get down to the bottom of the hill, because there is a slope that's an issue. We would be coasting in, eventually slowing down, and then when we get down to the safest bit in poor visibility, we'd be at least making sure that we're doing it about a 25, just to make sure the points are set correctly for us. Again, and if say someone's going there and I'm going this way, I'd flip that switch just so they can safely get into their area and know the fact that the line is clear, and I've set the point correctly for them, depending on what they're picking up. And then it's just a matter of safely getting around here to get to this bit. In a minute I'm going to actually just go AWOL. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get this train parked, offloaded and parked up, and then we're going to call it a stream. Shit. Right, how much? So that's going to say, yeah. So yeah, it is literally one. Oh, it is literally 20 each. We're just going to push this once more. Then that's going to load in 1, 2. Yep, that's fine there. We're going to make sure the brake's on. Make sure that's set for reversal when we're ready for it. We don't really need to screw that off anyway. Put one more of them in. Just basically save. Leave. And there we go. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have enjoyed, please remember to hit that follow button as well as the bell notification icon so you get notified when I go live, so you don't miss out on a single live stream. This will go up on YouTube along with some of the other live streams that I've done on the Club Dragon 7 Gaming Twitch archive YouTube channel. Feel free to stop by there, check it out. Check out some of the lives there. Remember guys to hit that follow button as well as the bell notification icon over here on Twitch so you get notified when I go live, so you miss out on a single live stream. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.